Hello, 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 you gorgeous human being. It is Susie Ashworth here, and you are listening to the Infinite Receiving Podcast. And I have got a quick and dirty one for you today. I am not going to lie, I am about to head out into the wilderness, and I am squeezing this episode in between all of the things. And what I want to share with you is a thought that I had this morning that I shared first of all with my mentor and then with one of my clients who is in the middle of her launch. And I am going on another first date. How exciting is that? My favorite time is the time in between arranging a date and the first date. It all goes downhill from there. But in between, it's fun. And I was thinking this morning that there is no doubt in my mind that this date is happening, which is interesting because usually with first dates, there's always just like a little bit of doubt. There's always a little bit of wondering. You haven't heard from them for a little while, or even if you had heard from them, they've not given you a time or a place, or there's something in you that creates a little bit of a question. And I was thinking to myself this morning, there is absolutely no doubt that this date is happening. And my immediate thought straight after that sentence was, oh, but what if it doesn't? And I paused. I paused and I thought to myself, whoa, what just went on there? You went from absolute certainty to questioning in half a second. And as I was contemplating what it was about me that could not hold the vibration of certainty for longer than half a second, it occurred to me that what I also know to be true is that you can't have or you can't know certainty if you haven't known doubt. You can't know light if you don't know what shade is. You can't live into courage if you've never felt fear, because everything exists within its equal and opposite. You can't have one without the other. And so, of course, the girl that was talking to me earlier on, who was feeling a little bit nervous about her launch, even though there was a much bigger part of her that felt so excited, so relaxed, so in trust. I'm like, of course, you are going to experience a little bit of fear because it lives at the other end of the spectrum of trust, courage, love. And when I allowed myself to lean into that teaching, that knowing, it released the pressure, not just on the date, obviously, which I am just about to go on, but this idea that we have to be 100% certain all of the time. When I say faith plus action and you have to believe in yourself, people thinking that that means that if you don't believe in yourself all of the time, that there's a problem. You know, you will have heard people perhaps say that actually it just needs to be 51%. And maybe that's true, maybe it isn't. I'm aware that where your attention goes, your energy flows. So, in the same way as I have been coaching people today whose natural tendency is to be at the end of the spectrum where there is lack, where there is not enoughness, where there is a lack of clarity, where there is stuckness, it is not helpful to focus your attention there because that's where all of the energy goes to all of the things that aren't going right. And what is interesting, and my intention is for this to free you up, is that every time you feel doubt, lack, not enoughness, it is simply a case of taking a breath and realizing that it's attached to everything that you desire. It is just at the other end of the frequency band. And what's incredible about your brain, your heart, the collective consciousness is that simply by switching your intention and attention, you can send the energy into the other direction. So we're not looking for perfection. We are not looking for 100% certainty. You can waver. You can doubt. And when you're in that space, the invitation is just to take a breath and look in the other direction. What else is there? Okay, that's it. I said it was going to be quick. I said it was going to be dirty. I hope that this has been super helpful and enlightening. I hope that light bulbs have gone off. If this has been good, please hit me up in the DMs. I want to hear from you. Please share this on Instagram. And I look forward to seeing you or being in your earbuds next week. Mwah. Oh, I almost forgot. Faith plus action equals miracles.